only counter to now to come out of Game Lord, but also we talk about how important.
What if you don't have that issue? You can get teleport, you can get stasis enchant, you can get a QSS, you can get any item in the world you might require. And Zed, he's just going to be crying in the corner, not able to do anything from
as well.
Support, which is what we've been seeing for the past few days. But here we go, music ends. And now it is time to kick off this game number one. First game of the series and first series of the day is Game Lord versus Tribe. And right off the bat, you're going to be seeing all of Game Lord coming in mid as a 5-man crew, looking for potentially early pickup. But I just think that the Aurelion Soul just peeked them away, got the information, so they're going to have to dispatch a little bit from that one.
You see, unfortunately, that potential gank early game onto Snitch is not going to be effective and actually just going to hold a little bit of time as they reset back over to that blue buff, reset over down to that Dragon side with the two members of that Rakan and that Corki going to be up against both Desire and the Braum. And I think talking about this early game potentially for the Rakan, come level 2, Rakan going to be a lot stronger potentially on that engage, but you do have the Braum shield there to deny the Corki being able to output that damage onto the Desire behind him. So it will be the onus now onto this Braum to be able to position right and be able to use that shield. Importantly, now when that Corki and that Rakan want to dive, because as soon as that's down, you can bet that dive will come through from the Rakan. You can bet that Corki will be able to jump in on to that back line as well.
I do really like the Braum in this matchup, actually. I think it works actually really good. You can just block the Feather the way, avoid them from actually getting behind you. And you're not going to get hit by this stun. So Braum in this matchup is very similar to playing into a Misfortune. It is really strong and it works perfectly. So I think that here, that was an intentional decision for them to set themselves up in this matchup. So I got to give some big old respect to that one eventually. On that one. So they working together really good. Like that, you have no counter available against her and you have them both on the same team. So that no issue whatsoever. No to the mid lane. Jarvan's slowly going to be roaming his way forward. Eggman's got the blue and red buff. Snitch going to move away. And we've seen many times Snitch be OP on the Orianna, but this is actually the first time I see him on the Aurelion Soul in these few tournaments. So I'm hyped to see how that's going to work out for him.
Yeah, you do see, though, that top scuttle is going to go over to Emperor Duck on that Lee Sin. And you saw Lee Sin even taking that split map jungle, takes away that frog over in the top side. And it's interesting to note that, yes, Jarvan tries ganking mid lane, but he doesn't go split over to that blue side of the Lee Sin because he didn't have actually vision on their own side. They weren't prepared for maybe Lee Sin to try go that split map. And a missed opportunity there as well, Maxman, to try take away the blue buff side for that Lee Sin and deny him some of that early game. Even now, this Lee Sin getting both scuttles is going to be massive for early game vision, particularly keep in mind later on with this Ocean Dragon coming up.
I just love how for a quick second we had a 4-man rotation of Tribe on the Scuttle. Like, he's too powerful to be left alive. That Scuttle needs to be 1v4'd right now. But overall, they're able to secure it early on. And I think that here, Scuttles are very important for mainly the side of Game Lord. Reason why you have this Aurelion Soul that is so good at roaming around the map. And they lost both Scuttles. Lee Sin got both. Which is very harsh when you're against this Aurelion Soul that can easily roam around the map, especially when you know that Aurelion Soul is played by Snitch. So he's going to go back now, and I'm expecting Snitch, purely based off the fact they got so much vision control in the river, he should be able to roam around the map and make matters very easy for his side lanes.
Yeah, even the fact that Lee's in early game here can easily just gank a lane, knock up whoever he wants to, and be able to now take them down. But with that lack of vision control, you see even the vision award there placed inside that bot side jungle of the side of Game Lords, and that will reveal actually where they want to move, even if they want to try contest around later on, going through that dragon. But they won't be spotted out just yet. Only going to be Ravikar moving back into the bot lane to reset, try now cause that slow push to come on through. But we talk about that pressure. Aurelion Soul comes in with a stun, but it's not going to land.
Yeah, that's Corki for you. Able to just jump away to safety, and he's going to be A-okay. Though, I don't know if you were looking at Mobile Mayhem yesterday, then onto this one, Highland. Yesterday, actually, you know what? I'm going to keep that one for up. There you go. That's going to be the Darius Moogly going down. First blood going away, then of Tribe. But what was happening yesterday then was Drake, every single game yesterday, almost except the last game, was Infernal Drake first one. So there was always fights in the early game. It was absolute insanity. So today, I'm just happy we're not going to have a bunch of those. As today we're going to the bottom side. Great engage. The Sharp connects onto Doom also. He's going to try and move his way out. Going to force the ultimate flash away out from the Cataclysm. So much CC onto Game Lord, and they will not be able to close it off. Maybe Doom going to be going down. That's a nice pickup from the Zed Razor doing some work. He's going to have to flash to safety. Altered away by Snitch. Snitch going to try and follow up on that fight, but too much respect from both sides. They know they can't follow up on that one, and Azure will go back to his teammates and go to safety. That was a close encounter. Makes it a one-on-one trade in the overall game, not in that fight. But that was still, I got to say, some good respect from both squads.
Yeah, we saw at least in the top side, we saw that obviously that Aurelion Sol was still in mid. They tried with that Cataclysm to try to find a pit going up into the Dragon to be able to take that objective, but instead it will just be the reset now. Both teams going back to pick up their items. Now the only going to be the Yuma's Ghostblade, the only tier 1 item coming up for Zed come this first Drake. It will be also the Leandry is going to be picked up by that Aurelion Sol, expected to go maybe even later on to that Rabdon's death cap, increase the damage further.
That's going to be coming up very soon. A big power spike potentially later on in a game. That's going to be Hectic Ultimatum right on top of Razor. And he knows that he's a Zed. He can't move away because of that Hectic Ultimatum. Perfect ability onto it. Smoogly, though, he died earlier and he's going to die again. He is struggling in this one. Hegman way too deep and he's going to be falling also. As Game Lord left to 2. Gonna have to try their best to make it out. They're gonna get rooted up. Azura's gonna be down. And that is a quadra kill, potentially looking for the very first pentakill of the tournament. And it will be a pentakill for Leon, popping the hell off once again.
That is Leon's Camille, and that's going to be the Ocean Dragon going over to Tribe, deleting away all of the side of Game Lords. And they're just going to have to watch their Zed, the only one unable to contest. But you see low health bars, and Zed looks to try assassinate maybe one, but he's got to go in for the full side.
Don't. Razor. I know you want to, Razor. I know it's very tempting. I know you're an assassin and they're all low, but you're not an Akali, okay? And your ultimate is only good enough to kill one person, so don't go for it. It's not worth it. But man, we were talking about this in a draft about how important this Camille was going to be to lock down Azuri on this Corki. But the Z2, which is normally a highly mobile character, mainly focused around split pushing and roaming free around the map, one Hectic Ultimatum, and he's tied down. He can't do anything.
It's exactly right, and I don't think the setup, the draft works coming into this late game phase, Max, man, because you notice that Zed's going to fall off by the stasis in Chan. You know that Hextech Ultimatum's going to go into Leon, but speaking of Leon, he's just getting wiped under his own turret by both Ica and Azure.
Yeah, Azure is going to be getting that one nicely connecting coming his way. Though now that's going to be Herald. Even though they're sure they lose a teammate, Leon's down. They know for a fact that there's going to be Corki and Rakan down in the bottom side, so they got the man advantage, so there's no response that's going to be found by Game Lord, and that's going to be an easy Herald for Tribe. They're going to try and use it later on. Leon, though, seems like he wants vengeance onto Azure. Teleports on down, but he does lose the tower. But Leon, don't go for that one. It's not worth it. Next Drake, though, is going to be Infernal, so we might be seeing a few fights raw over there later on in the game.
It's going to be so crucial that Game Lord set up this Infernal Dragon come later into the game. But this first tier turret might just be the downfall of him. If they lose it, Cataclysm comes in, but it's not enough here, Max, man.
Cataclysm's like, you're going to be locked in there with me. No, actually, he got locked in there with them. So that is not how you want to play that one, unfortunately, Eggman. But hey, give it a try, and he's still learning that jungle position. So he's getting there slowly but surely.
You see, though, they to keep that pressure up. They're looking to try to take this first turret, open up those side lanes rotation, but it's Corki.
That's going to be so good from Snitch. The team follow-up is up there, and that's going to be Chai picking up kill number 9. The gold lead is already starting to ramp up to just 6,000 to 7,000 already. And during that time, Leon is just farming. You know what? He's just chilling in the jungle, getting himself a little bit more itemizations under his belt. This is just Tribe dominating once again. What can you say? They're so good.
Yeah, Tribe, they really have their synergy on point in this early game. They're rotating exactly where they need to be. They've now taken down all tier 1 turrets, and you only see the only tier 1 turret for Game Lord is over on that bottom side, over at that Dragon Lane, which, yes, it's going to be good to actually now, with that turret down, be able to move around that Dragon side and be able to maybe set up a little bit more. But even talk about the vision control here. Look at the amount of vision placement around that dragon already. Look at the fact that the scuttle will always be controlled here so far by Emperor Duck. I don't think I've seen a single blue scuttle.
Hectic Ultimatum coming out from Leon without the team follow-up. They're going to be getting their Glacial Fish. There's so much airborne time onto the Corki. He's able to just barely make it out alive, though. But he's too low. He can't get close enough. He's got to be very cautious as Tribe picking up the kills once again for themselves. Up to a double kill for this. Oh, no. Leon's not going to be giving that Penta away. He's the only one that can get it. Potentially, Doom, they're going to get engaged upon. But he said it earlier here. Stasis Highland is going to be a detrimental item, making it so hard for Razor to stay relevant in this game. And that's going to be an extra 3 frags going away off Tribe. And also some tower gold going their way.
Yeah, I have no real understanding why teams pick up the Zed, understanding how easily these ADCs, these carries on the enemy side can just pick up that stasis. You already see it built on the Xayah and on the Aurelion Sol, and not even now going into the second dragon. That's happened all before it. And with 3 items up, giving that lead away, boosts them to get that stasis earlier. You cannot fall behind on the early game where it's said you cannot allow them to deny your assassination potential even earlier than it already comes in this meta.
Leon 1v2. Leon 1v2 pops the GA. Will be able to survive, and that's going to also be the Hectic ultimatum out. It seems like Leon's going to try his best to run away. He's got the shield. Oh my god, he's going to make the 1v2 happen. He misses the twirly. That's not connecting for the Darius. He's instantly regretting that one. And Leon, the god once again. It's not because Vainglory is gone to he's lost his relevancy. No, no, no. He's still on top of the mountain. But now towards the bottom side of the map, another fight is currently roaring and is cooking up. And that is going to be Game Lord losing that one dominantly. An ace going away of Tribe, and also the Infernal Drake going their way.
It's Tribe that made a meal out of Game Lords, and they take now the second dragon into the plate of their dinner. And it will now be Tribe aggressing here over now that second tier turret in the bot side, aggressing over that jungle on the red side of Game Lord, and just completely starving away all of Game Lord's potential to get back in this game. The Ocean Drake for that extended team fight, the Fire Drake for the damage. Leon going in again.
Leon doesn't give a damn about your feeling, and I'm pretty sure he's going to survive this one too. He's going to try and move away, maybe get a last second shield. Braum's there to assist him too. He gets to heal last second. He's going for the re-engage. He's got hunger, and he is not satisfied. As the re-engage comes out, Leon still, oh my god, how do you do this? How are you allowed to do this? You should be sent to jail, as this tower is also going to fall down, and Game Lord, there's nothing they can do to make this game go back in their favor.
Absolutely illegal plays coming out from Leon right now as he takes the penna, as he takes the, he takes exactly what he likes, but Tribe come back even for more here as they're just looking to keep up that pressure onto Game Lord. They can't even get out of that base, Max, man.
This base, we'll stay here, okay? This is our zone. We're chilling, we're vibing. Please stop bullying us, Tribe. We're cool overall. But what a game from Tribe this is. And we said it, Tribe have been on an absolute insane winning streak throughout all European events so far this week. And in Game Lord, they've been struggling once again because Tyrus is not here, so they're not all in their respective roles. EK wants to try support, and because of that, Hegman has to go in the jungle position, so they are still adjusting. But adjusting against against the side of Tribe is not an easy feat to achieve, I would say. But though, Leon going for the pop-off onto EK, going to go for the dive 1v3. Took a 1v2, 1v3, maybe not too far away from success. He's not going to go too deep for the time being as Game Lord. How can he come back from this? Like, with a gold lead like this, I'm going to call it almost limitly impossible, but now Hectic ultimating on top of the Corki. Despite him having high mobility, there is absolutely nothing he can do. Azura is out of commission, and that's another 5v4 roaring to happen. But Leon, he's Camille. He's going to split push again, of course.
Out of position there, too far ahead with no turrets in that mid lane, and he had Prio with that scuttle now over the Baron. We're going to now take to pressure that Baron as well and force Game Lord to make that play, force him to make his engage. Cez looking to come in from behind, steal away.
Jarvan going straight for the backline. Great Hectic ultimatum, but the damage is just not there. The Drake's going to be secured. Who's going to get... Oh, that's going to be the Baron who's secured, but it's secured by Tribe regardless. Now time to see it, but that is fine. As Game Lord now down to 1. It is Razor, and with Lee Sin on your heels, you know you're not going to make it away. Instantly pops the ulti. Maybe to find himself a nice sexy kill onto Emperor Duck, and he does pick it up. That's big. But Snitch is now picking on forward, flashing on forward onto Razor, trying to pick up that kill instantly. It doesn't really matter, as here we're going to be having to focus on Leon as he picks up the bottom side tower. He is running, but he's going to be dying. Yeah, he's got the Zonia, but he's dead regardless. But they're going for the 2 base towers now, for this one, Highland. They're looking to close it off as the minion buffs with the Baron is going to be coming out, and they're going to close off that game. That's going to be game number 1. Potentially going their way, but they're going to go for the fight regardless. Nice CC'd. Dream going to be having to go golden, having to move away. Still got the Baron buff, so his minion's going to be buffed on the side. But this is time to pop off potentially for Darius as he goes for the slam down. But the shield of Leon is way too huge, and he starts to get back into gear. As now they're looking too low, and Snitch, he goes golden. He's going to zone it away. Azuri just can't escape. He tries his best, but he gets taken down. The bird damage is too big, and that is indeed game 1 going away off Tribe. That is an absolute slap to the face for Game Lord.
That is a absolute massacre in a statement coming out here, Max, man, by Tribe, who have looked so dominant over every tournament in the EUC, as you mentioned, and they keep that dominance up. They allowed Ashley to pick up that Aurelian Soul. They were allowed that Lee Sin away. And for me, yes, you can pick up the Rakan. Yes, it can combo well into the rest of these players. But again, Game Lord, they need to look back at the draft because there was some major mistakes in that draft, Max, which was the reason why the side of Tribe were able to win that match so dominantly.
So just as a quick recap, Tribe